The supply chain for Ontario oat commodities begins with the cultivation of raw oats on Ontario farms. Upon harvesting, the oats are temporarily stored in storage bins where moisture levels and handling techniques significantly impact the value and marketability of raw oats. Following this, the oats are transported to nearby grain elevators for initial processing where they are cleaned and dried to optimal levels for further processing. Once the oats have reached a desirable quality in terms of purity and moisture levels, they are transported to a milling facility where they are further refined and specialized into specific oat products through processes such as grinding, steaming, rolling, and other techniques. In the case of cereal products such as instant oatmeal, the oats are transported from the milling facility to a cereal processing plant for packaging and distribution to a wholesale supplier. The initial stage in the supply chain involves the cultivation and harvest of raw oats on farms. This stage is critical in determining the overall quality and subsequent value of both the raw oat commodity and the final processed product. As you can see, the cultivation of any crop requires significant inputs, and growers must ensure that they are producing quality yields that will compensate for these economic inputs. Significant investments are made into fertilizer and pesticide usage, the procurement of high-yielding cultivars, precision agricultural technologies, and a wide variety of other management techniques aimed at boosting crop performance and overall output. In the long run for conventional established growers, OMAFRA estimates an operating expense of about $443 per acre with an average revenue of $747 per acre, leaving a profit margin of about $300 per acre at this stage. However, this is a general estimate as the quality of oat yields varies drastically in response to inputs, highlighting how significant investment in management is at this stage in relation to the overall value of the supply chain. The timing of oat harvest is critical in ensuring high-quality grains. Oats need to be harvested at the right stage of maturity to achieve the ideal balance of grain size and moisture content. If harvested too early or too late, oats may suffer from damage, reduced quality, and increased susceptibility to pests and pathogens. The key factor is ensuring the moisture content is at an optimal level, which is typically around 12 to 14% to prevent spoilage during storage. After harvest, oats must be dried to preserve their quality and prevent mold or spoilage. Proper drying is crucial during both short-term storage on the farm grain bins and transportation to grain elevators. If the moisture content is too high, oats can spoil or degrade, impacting both their grade and marketability. Effective drying methods ensure oats maintain their integrity, reducing the risk of quality loss during storage and transit. All of these variables to be managed at this stage in production have significant impacts on oat quality, grading, and value further down the supply chain. Once oats arrive at the grain elevator, key quality metrics are assessed including purity, disease prevalence, moisture content, kernel damage and uniformity, and test weight. These factors help determine the grade of the oats, which will influence their price and potential uses in the market. The grain elevator plays a key role in ensuring the oats meet market quality before they are sent for further processing or sale. Post-grading, oats which have not met industry standards are cleaned and dried to ensure only high-quality oats move forward in the supply chain. Once the percentage of foreign material and moisture levels are adequate for further processing, the oats are cooled and stored before being transported to milling facilities. At milling facilities, oats are processed through a variety of techniques such as steaming, rolling, and cutting. These refinement processes enhance overall marketability of the product and allow for premium pricing due to the increased shelf life and reduced cooking time, as is the case of instant oatmeal. An economic impact analysis published by the Grain Farmers of Ontario noted that the direct economic output of grain crop production was approximately $6.6 billion in 2022, while the direct economic output of grain and oilseed milling was approximately $5.7 billion. While this includes other grain products and should only be taken as a general estimate, this data demonstrates how critical this stage of the supply chain is in terms of enhancing the product value, as the economic output of milling facilities is worth approximately 86% of the entire output of grain crop production. Once the oats have been processed at the milling facility, they are transported to the cereal processing and packaging plant. At this stage, the focus is on transforming the processed oats into specific products for consumption, such as instant oatmeal. The oats are mixed with additional ingredients which include flavors, spices, or sweeteners to create different varieties, and in some cases, dried fruits, nuts, or other additives are included. All of these processes add significant value to the final product. Once mixed, the oatmeal is packaged into individual serving pouches or bulk containers. This packaging must ensure that the product stays fresh, is marketable, and is sealed to prevent moisture or contamination. The final products are then distributed to wholesale suppliers with whom the processing plant has established contracts with. The distribution and sale of instant oatmeal within Ontario stores represents the end of the supply chain, but there is still significant value gained. The economic impact analysis conducted by Grain Farmers of Ontario also provides the economic output of transportation and wholesaling of grain products, which was approximately $2.5 billion in 2022. Additionally, the prices of oat-based cereal products remained relatively stable from 2017 to 2021 before increasing significantly in 2022. Interestingly, consumption per capita increased from 2021 to 2022, suggesting that the increase in average price may have been due to an increase in overall demand and consumer willingness to pay. Some sources claim that following COVID-19, consumer interest in health and health products spiked, which may explain an increase in demand for healthier food products such as cereal products and oatmeal. As depicted by the graph showing domestic use of oats in 2024, a significantly higher portion of oats is utilized for feed, waste, and dockage uses compared to processed food consumption, implying there is ample room for the industry to accommodate growing demand. Although this report focused on direct economic inputs and outputs throughout the supply chain has many indirect impacts on the economy as well. For example, while there were reported 53,000 full-time employees directly involved with the supply chain, there were nearly 39,000 full-time employees indirectly involved with the supply chain, demonstrating the difficulty in accurately quantifying the major economic value of this supply chain throughout Ontario. Thank you for listening.